let's get real. If you're feeling stuck in your business right now, you are not alone. I've been there. You started this business with this idea, this dream, and somewhere along the way, you ended up with stress, self-doubt, maybe even a little resentment. So let's pause for a second, ask the real questions. Why did you start this thing? What are your goals? And is the life you're living right now actually the one you wanted? If not, let's change that. So in today's video, I'm gonna teach you how to break free from feeling stuck in your business, the key questions you need to start asking yourself, and how to design a business that actually fits your life. By the way, if you don't know who I am, my name is Stacy Tuschl, and I've been a business owner now for over 22 years, and my businesses generate over $10 million in annual revenue. So how do we break free from feeling stuck in your business? Well, it happens to the best of us, and it happens often. You're working all the time, but you're not seeing growth, right? You feel overwhelmed by daily tasks and decision fatigue. Maybe everybody is coming to you for questions or guidance, right? You've just built a business that doesn't align with your goals anymore. So how do we fix this? Number one, take a step back. If you're stuck in the weeds of daily operations, you need a reset moment. So take some time off, do a business audit, work with a mentor. Sometimes I'll go to a business conference just to get out of my office and to start thinking a little differently. I like to get in the room with other successful business owners and see what they're doing. You need to identify with what's draining your energy. Is it your offers, your team, your marketing strategy? We've got to find the root cause. We also need to be thinking about, are we making CEO level decisions? So you need to shift from doing everything to delegating, optimizing, eliminating what doesn't move the needle. Inside Well Oiled, we had a boutique owner that was overwhelmed by managing everything herself. Once she hired a part-time assistant and started to automate some inventory tracking, she was able to reduce her workload by 10 plus hours per week, allowing her to actually work on things that nobody else could do but her specifically. There's a lot of things you're doing that you might feel only I can do. I can't trust anybody else to do this. And I'll tell you, if you're as good as you think you are, you should be able to teach somebody what's going on in here. I know that might hurt your ego a little bit, but I'm telling you, somebody else can take this off your plate. Number two, let's talk about the key questions you really need to start asking yourself. The first one is, why did you start this business? Many of us started because we wanted freedom or financial independence, or we wanted flexibility. We want to go to pick up our kids at the end of the day or be with them on field trips. But are we actually experiencing the thing we wanted? I started my first business thinking I would have time freedom. But in the early days, I was working more than ever. The shift came when I stopped building a business that looked successful from the outside and started building one that felt successful to me. So ask yourself, are you running a business or are you just running in circles? Another question is, what is your ultimate goal? Is it growth at all costs? You just want to get big, you don't care what happens? Or is money not as important? You just want a business that aligns with your life. Society is pushing us to scale, right? Social media, the podcast, YouTube, everybody's bragging about these big numbers. Maybe you just want that because you think you should. But do you actually want a bigger business? Or are you happy with where it's at? Ask yourself, if you hit your revenue goal tomorrow, would your daily life actually change? And if not, what is really missing? Question 3 is, how do you want your life to look like? Success is really different for everybody. What if your dream life doesn't require $1 million business, right? I know entrepreneurs making $3 million a year who are miserable. Others making $500K who are truly happy. The difference? The second group designed a business that actually fits their life and they let go of what everybody else is thinking. So ask yourself, if you could design your perfect week, what would it look like? And does your business support that? Now, I'm definitely not saying that a $500,000 business is easier than a $3 million business. I actually think we have a pretty large business, and I think a lot of people would look at the inside and say, whoa, this is a lot easier than what I'm doing at some of those smaller numbers. I'm just saying, before you push for that bigger number, don't think that bigger is necessarily better. If you don't have that foundational skill set to help you scale, right, help you streamline, you won't be happy at a bigger number. The good news is you can fix your problems now so that when you are ready to scale, you don't scale your headaches. Question 4, how much money do you actually need? And be honest, are you chasing more money or what money can give you? Maybe security, peace, freedom. If your dream life costs $300,000 a year, why are you stressing yourself out trying to build a $5 million business that requires 20 employees? So ask yourself, what's your enough number? What number allows you to live well, save, and enjoy your time? Now, if you know me, that might sound hypocritical because you know I'm going for bigger. Bigger is better in my opinion, but I use this motto to figure out where do I need to be? Where do I want to be? And then once I'm there, and I actually feel like I am there, the rest is just the cherry on top. I don't have to hustle my way to the next big milestone. I get to keep doing what I'm doing and I get to enjoy the ride. If you don't understand when you're there, you'll never enjoy the ride because you haven't even looked up to recognize you've already hit it. And number 5, I'm very guilty of this. Are you trying to impress the wrong people? Be brutally honest. Are you building a business for you or for validation? I have tried to get into the cool kids club. I have tried to hit $1 million so I could be in that group that's all millionaires. And then when I got there, I wanted to be in the group where everybody was making 5 million and then 10 million. And it's just, why? What will change when you get there? When you finally hit that number, what will happen? And a lot of times, nothing changes. So before you try to go and impress somebody else, ask yourself, will it really give me what I'm looking for? You know, I used to think more followers, more revenue, bigger team would make me feel successful. But the truth is, the people I was trying to impress, they didn't even care. And the people who mattered, they were already proud of me. I didn't need those things for that validation. So ask yourself, if nobody saw your success, would you still want it? Now, switching gears, how to design a business that actually fits your life. Your business should serve you, not the other way around. And the problem is that many entrepreneurs build businesses that trap them. They're chasing revenue instead of actually building the lifestyle they're looking for. So, how do you fix this? Well, you start with painting that picture of your dream life and you start to reverse engineer. What is my ideal work schedule? How much vacation time do I want? What tasks do I actually enjoy? Imagine if you opened up your calendar this week and you didn't have that dread. You didn't go, ugh, why do I have to do this? I don't want to do this. Imagine if you looked at your calendar and you got excited. Why not create that now? Start to simplify your offers. Not every business needs a massive team or 10 revenue streams. Sometimes fewer offers is more profit and more freedom. Are you automating and delegating? If you're doing all these repetitive daily tasks, you are limiting your growth. You've got to start to outsource those low value tasks so you can be the CEO and have that time freedom you're actually looking for. We had a wedding photographer restructure her business to only take on high-end clients and work 4 days a week and spend more time with her family. While doing that, she was still able to increase her revenue by 22%. So don't think less equals less money. Sometimes it's actually the opposite. So listen, you don't need to build a great business to have success, to feel successful. You don't need to grind 24/7. What you do need is clarity on what you actually want. So today I want to give you permission to build a business that works for you and not just one that looks good on paper. Start thinking about one thing you could do right now to shift in your business. And I'll tell you this, because I am the bigger is better and I play full out, please don't ever use what I'm creating as something that you need to create. If you're looking at me and you're inspired and you want to create it, let's do it. There's room for everybody. But just don't think you have to. Just feel the difference between needing to do something or having to do something versus wanting to. I get to. I can. So really start to ask yourself, what can I let go of? What are the have-tos, the I should do this, everybody's doing it, I should want it? What have you started to put on yourself? What have you taken on as a belief we can get rid of? And then what if you really leaned into like what you wanted over here? Not because you should, but because you can. It's an option. It's available to you. All right, I hope you're getting some big takeaways and that you're using this to start to really envision what you want to create in the next 12 months or in the next 20 years.